I'd like to share with you today a message of hope. Let's talk about hope, overcoming grief, overcoming sadness, overcoming some of the challenges in life. This is Resurrection and Life, and I'm Steve. Now, whatever the issues are that you're facing in life, maybe it's just Monday morning, and this is Monday morning, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. It is Monday morning, and sometimes we just don't feel like getting up. We don't feel like facing life. But you know what? The best way to face life is to face life, to get up, to do things. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about what's happening in my life at the moment. Before I do that, I just want you to know that today's special message is for those who might have lost a loved one, particularly those who have lost an infant child to death. Now, it's however old a person is who dies that we love, it's a great sadness. But the message today is about infant loss. But the principles still apply to those who are suffering from grief, for parents who have died, or for a spouse that has died. But life can be so hectic sometimes, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good to be busy. Maybe it's good to have a full diary. I've certainly got a full diary. This week in my business, I've got reports to write, quotes to prepare, lots to do. I have a day to view diary, which is A4 for each day, and every day is absolutely chock-a-block full. But you know, my parents, they've passed on. My mother died 2 years ago. My father died about 10 years ago. Some of you will know from one of my earlier videos. But I've kept myself busy. I believe that there is a life after death. I know that there is a life after death, and I know that there is a resurrection, which, by the way, means that the body and the spirit will be reunited at some point shortly after the second coming of Jesus Christ. Now, that reunification is the spirit with an immortal body, a body that never dies, and we will never die again after that. And we can live in God's presence for eternity. But the great joys that God has for us in eternity are beyond our understanding. It's not just playing a harp, just listening to music, but there's so much. There's progression in heaven. We will be able to progress there, just as we can progress here. And if we progress here and do things and keep busy, it can help us to overcome those challenges that we face. Now, I said that I'd talk to you a little bit about infant death. Infant death. Now, I was visiting somebody that I knew, maybe 2 or 3 years ago this was, and she'd lost a child in infancy. A child had died, and she didn't know quite where that child was. She wasn't quite sure what would happen in the future, and I was able to inform her that that child does still live, the spirit lives on, the child will be resurrected with an immortal body, and that she, as the infant's mother, will be able to raise that child, because the child will be resurrected as a child. That mother will be able to raise that child from childhood into youthhood into adulthood. After the resurrection, that blessing will be afforded to mothers. And so what a great blessing that is. What a great thing that is. Heavenly Father, God, our Heavenly Father, loves little children. He loves us. He understands how we feel. And so whether we've lost a child in infancy, whether we've lost a parent, whether we've lost a spouse, and maybe we've lost a spouse through divorce, or maybe we've experienced some other loss in life, maybe a disability, for example. We can move forward. We can keep busy. Look, it's Monday morning. I've got the whole week ahead. You've got the whole week ahead. Look for ways in which you can use your time to progress your life, to keep busy, maybe to bless others, to serve other people, to help other people, even if it's just helping an old lady across the road, as the saying goes. But there are so many things that we can do. We can contribute to charity. I have a church that I contribute to, and the church has a humanitarian program and delivers facilities and goods and services and needs where they appear across the world. And so I feel that I'm helping out there. I'm also doing family history work, and you could start that too. You could research your genealogy and learn more about your ancestors, not just your parents and grandparents, but great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents. That's something that has been taking off in the world over the last few decades, and is very interesting. And I've gone back, with the help of others, to the year 800 AD. Now that's quite something, but it was only with the help of others that I was able to do that. So we can keep busy. I keep a diary, as I said, and that helps me to organize my life and do the things that are essential, but also do the things that I love to do. So, for example, in my church, I've been given an assignment to help the children on Sundays with 20 minutes of singing time. So that requires some preparation, that requires some thought. And like last week, it was a case of trying to learn all of their names. So if you're grieving, if you're worried because of some impending challenge in life, whatever it is, whatever your challenge, whatever your distress, stay busy, go to work, do things, improve things, help other people. Loss. It isn't really a loss when we lose someone, because as we state here on Resurrection and Life, we do continue to live after this life, and there is a resurrection. So I hope this has been of help to you. I'd like you to start the week getting busy, planning what you're going to do today. Perhaps spend today planning your week, perhaps setting some goals for the month, perhaps setting some goals for the rest of the year. Maybe planning now in this final quarter of 2025, maybe planning now for quarter 1 to quarter 4 of 2026. Because, really it's difficult once you get to the 1st of January to plan for the 1st of January. It's there, it's already there. What I'm really trying to say is, wherever you are, whatever your situation is, whatever your circumstances, whether it's loss or sadness or perceived failure, and none of us are failures, we can all do great things. Plan your life. Do something. Do some things. Get involved with helping others. Get involved with organizations. Look, one of the things I love to do is go and play table tennis on a Friday evening. Now, I don't get to do it every Friday. Such is life. It's very busy. But I meet people there. I have some fun. It helps me to keep fit, keeps me flexible. Whatever it is that you think you might have a passion for, whatever it is you think you might be good at, get involved. Do it. Don't give up. God lives. He loves us. He wants us to progress. You can progress. Whatever your challenge, you can progress. I'll talk to you more about these things in the coming days and weeks. But if you've liked this message today, if you found it helpful, then I'd like you to like it, if you would. And if you'd like to subscribe so that you can be sure of getting more messages like this, then that would be fantastic. So have a great Monday. Have a great week. Have a great November. It's just around the corner now. Have a great December and a great Christmas, and move forward. Be positive. Be optimistic. I've got a friend. I meet him every Sunday at church, And one of the things that I always say to him is when he says, "How are you, Steve?" I say, "I'm optimistic." And he always says to me, "Well, I'm grateful." And we do have a lot to be grateful for. I'm grateful for many blessings. Yes, there are challenges in life, but we can be grateful. And if we think about others, if we're grateful, if we're optimistic, then everything is possible. I'll talk to you soon.